Welcome back, guys, to another Snackin with Super. It's been a long while. Today, I'll be diving into another meal. This is going to be a beer can recipe. It involves a whole chicken and a can of COLT 45. Any whole chicken will do, and any kind of malt liquor will do, as long as it's in can form. I got a 24 ounce, and I know it's way too big, but there's a reason behind that. So, you know the routine, gotta get the chicken clean. I always wash my chickens. You can either use salt or vinegar. I don't mess with vinegar, I prefer a salt bath. I just don't like to deal with the stenchy smell. I'm gonna make a brine to soak my chicken in. 2 liters of water goes into the pot. Turn on high heat and set on stove. Chop 6 cloves of garlic. Dash it into the pot. And along with it, 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of black pepper, a couple of bay leaves, and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Give it a nice mix. I wouldn't leave it on the stove for a long time. It just needs to be hot. Hot enough to get the salt and sugars dissolve. After that, just pull it right off and get ready for a nice bath. I need the liquids to drop to room temp before placing the chicken in. No brine should be piping hot like Angelina Jolie. And we all know how hot she was in Tomb Raider. God damn. Okay. After the salt bath, I would rinse the chicken once again and then place it into the brine. You can leave the chicken in the pot for 3 hours before cooking, but I would recommend overnight. Be patient. The chicken will come out juicy. It would be worth it. Also, the brown sugar is for giving the skin a nice tone when roasting. You could directly roast it in the oven after this, but I won't be doing that. I'm going to give it a nice spicy kick on the outside layer since I love spices. Going on to the next day, I'm going to take the chicken out and drain all the liquid from it. You can see the coloration. Looks legit. Seems like all the juices got sucked inside. So the next thing you need to do is dry it with some towels. I need the spices to layer on easy. Having it wet will make the whole situation harder. 3 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, 3 tablespoons of paprika. Mix everything together. This part's simple. Just get everything coated from top to bottom and side to side. Just make sure you get every spot and angle. And then you're ready to go. COLT 45. Open that baby up. And next comes the chicken, right on top. Like I said, there's a reason. This can holds up the chicken with no problem, even though you should be using a smaller can. I just don't have anything to hold it up properly. So, I'm going to set the temperature to 350 Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. During that time, just have yourself a beer and relax, and just take it easy. This is how the chicken looks after 45 minutes. Nice, eh? Next, set the temperature to 450 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. During the 15 minutes, it will give you a nice roasty look. You like that, eh? Make sure you cool it down for 10 minutes to keep all the juices locked inside. The best part comes after that. I have to say the chicken is smelling like some good old malt liquor. The skin is crispy, roasty, and looks delicious. You definitely gotta have this with some malt liquor. I felt like I should have waited an extra 10 minutes for the chicken to cool down. As I slice through the legs, you guys can see all the goodness dripping out. Besides that, very tender and very juicy, full of flavors and a bit spicy on the outside layer, but I loved it. It really came out good, but there was one thing, a lot of leftover beer inside the can. This is why it's best to use a smaller can with a chicken holder. I expected the breast to be dry, but it wasn't. If I left the brine for a total of 2 days, it would have been better. Overall, no complaints. It came out good and delicious. I saved some for the next day. It was still tasty, but not as tasty as the first time. I want to thank you guys for joining me on another Snackin' with Super. You guys take it easy. Peace out and much love.